Hello and welcome at this video. In this video, I'm going to give you a summary of the book Think and Grow Rich. Over the last 8 years, I've been reading this book 4 times, and I thought this time it would be time to give you a summary, and I'll give you 10 points to take from the book, and let's dive into it. So the first point is that you really need a desire to achieve something. So first you must be clear about what it is that you want, because wishing for it ain't enough. You really have to want it. So that's where desire comes in, and you sort of set a point that you want to achieve, and in many cases why people are reading this book is the equivalent of money. The second point Hill describes is faith. So really believing that you are worth having the goal. And so it starts off with a desire, and then you will need faith that you actually believe that if you keep working and keep on pressing forward, that you will achieve it at some point. But because there's always a time in a process when you want to achieve something, a period of doubt, a period of disbelief, and eventually you have to get there. But you really need this faith that it will turn out to be right and that it will be okay in the long run. The third part is autosuggestion. Now, what does this mean? So autosuggestion is that you really feed the conscious mind to the subconscious. So in the book, he is describing that there is a conscious and a subconscious, and that the power really comes from the subconscious mind, where thoughts and inspirations are produced. So let me give you an example to understand this better. So when you think of a certain car, or you want a certain car in your life and you look it up, then at some point when you are on the street, you suddenly are seeing this car. So your mind really pays attention to the details and the things that you need to have, that eventually you can get the prize or the reward that you are striving for, and then the ideas, the people, and the money will follow if you have really this desire to actually put the action in. Point number 4 is maybe the most important part of the book. It is about specialized knowledge. So what you need to understand, when you want to make money, you must be good at one thing.
But I'm the best.
And during the course of your life, this can be more things, but if you really want to gain money, people need to come to you for your expertise. So you have to choose in what you want to be good at. So people have to know you for your particular skill, so specialized knowledge. You have to study, you have to practice, you have to even master it to become an expert. And from that point, people will give you money or pay you money for that expertise that you developed during the course of time. So imagination, point number 5. Is really visualizing like how the future could be and what you really need to accomplish that. So from point number 4, specialized knowledge, you are an expert in your field or the skill that you're having. Then imagination, how things could be, is the next step from there.
Let's go to work. What do you want?
You build out your business, your skill, or expand your clients, maybe even if that is the stream of income that you're generating. So imagination is about picturing the ideal world, or the world that you want to live in.
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
In when you are practicing your skill and showing it to the world. So at point number 6, I want to share a little bit about my own journey of the course of 8 years. And there, in number 6, it is a definite action plan to actually achieve the goals. So it all starts with wanting something, desiring something. at some point you have to get good at something, but there comes a point where there are small steps to be taken to actually create this world that you want to live in the future. So from imagination, it's like that, this is the dream, right? But there are certain practical steps that you need to take to get there. And this is very important because you have to really then maybe get somebody involved in the process that you are in. And then the action plan and the hard work really comes, and you have to be willing with the desire that you have to actually achieve this. Okay, point number 7. This is a very serious one. It's about the decision that you keep going. Don't give up.
Goodbye, Mr. Anderson.
My name is Neo.
Because what will happen if at some point you get very skilled, right? If you are a man, you become a very competent man, but because competent men get also a lot of opportunities outside of your imaginative ideal world. So you can see this as a path. So there's a certain path towards the goal, and at some point you will get distracted. So you have to make your mind up that this is really what you want, and you will keep going towards that goal, and you don't take a side route or a plan B from that. Number 8, persistence. So if you have ever done maybe sports, or maybe you are already an expert, you know that persistence is one of the most important things that you actually need to actually push through. Because there will be a period of hardship. There will be a period where there are negative experiences that are coming to you, like failure, rejection, or anything that is hitting you, maybe even physically, that are in the way of success. So persistence is that you will keep going till the point that you really lose.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
So you know that persistence is one of the most important things that you actually need to actually push through. Because there will be a period of hardship. There will be a period where there are negative experiences that are coming to you, like failure, rejection, or anything that is hitting you, maybe even physically, that are in the way of success. So persistence is that you will keep going till the point that you really lose. So, or you keep going and you'll push through, and then you are able to have the money, the success, or even the fame that you are desiring. Number 9, and this is something I have experienced in my life, it's the power of the mastermind. So let's think of this skill that you have built up, right? So you are really good at maybe, let's say, bricklaying, very simple. And there are other bricklayers or other experts in your field, and you actually want to connect with these people. There are already people at the top. There are already people at the place where you want to be, or where your imagination has brought you, and you'll have to meet these people.
You gotta stay relaxed.
Yeah.
You jerk off?
Do I jerk off? Yeah. Yeah, I jerk off, yeah.
How many times a week?
So the mastermind is where you exchange specialized knowledge with each other to actually become a better version. And they know the little tricks, they know the little steps, they know the struggles that you have to go through, because most paths are sort of the same when it comes to actually reaching that goal of the money, maybe the success, the fame. And you can, and also on a more personal level, you can connect with these people because they really understand the path that you're going through. Otherwise, it will be a bit lonely. Number 10, the mastery of sex transmutation. So what does this mean? What we often see is that when men are getting very competent, when they are become master at their skill, they also become very sexual. So this sexual energy of attracting people can also be used to attract money. What we often see is that when men, because I have to talk for men because I'm not a woman, as you see, so what happens to men is that when they get very confident, they become also sexual. The sexual energy you can use to actually make sales. You will see that you can persuade people, that you can sell your service, that you can from there attract money, because people like to be around competent people, and this also lifts your confidence in the normal world.
Who looks like a carrot? Hi.
And from there, you will see that when you are competent, sexual, the money is a reaction towards from this process. Let's go to the bonus one, because I got one more for you, and let's dive into it. So the bonus one, number 11, is the subconscious mind, and this is what Hill calls infinite intelligence. And because I've read the book 4 times, and the first time I read it, I was not very sure what it meant, but now through also my experience, I really know what it means. Let me explain this to you. So infinite intelligence is basically also believing that you will figure it out. So to make it very simple for you, infinite intelligence is the knowledge that you need to actually achieve it towards that path of mastery. And you will gain the knowledge if you keep walking the path. So how you can see it is that every level of the path needs a particular set of skills and knowledge, and from there you will get to the next level, and this will have an infinite amount of steps, and this is what they call infinite intelligence. But this, if you have taken the first step, then the second step is relevant. You don't, like people who are already masters at the craft that you also are trying to be a master at, they are worrying about different knowledge that you are in the beginning. So their knowledge is most of the time not even relevant for a beginner.
I wish the ring had never come to me. I wish none of this had happened.
So do all who live to see such times, but that is not for them to decide.
So over the course of time, if you have the desire, the path, the persistence, and all the steps that I just described in this video, then infinite intelligence is actually what you will also gain, and then you don't know how far you can go. I hope you liked this video, and if you learned something from it, leave a comment and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.